I've said this time and time again, the biggest edge on Prizepicks is identifying the discrepancy between fantasy scores and also points, rebounds, and assists. We did that yesterday with like 5 different players, the Chicago Bulls players. If you guys were able to jump on them very early in the day, 37, 38 fantasy points for Levine and Vucevic, it was an easy cash. Overall, regardless, we went 7 of 11. I'm looking to do that exact thing here in this video, so stay tuned. Yesterday, the goal was to get to 125 likes for me to post my 5 flex Prizepicks card, and I did that. We went 3 of 5 in that card. But today, I want to try to get to 150 likes. Once we do that, I will post my 5 flex Prizepicks card in the YouTube comment section. I'll pin a post in the YouTube comment section. And for every additional 25 comments that we get in this video, I'll post an additional play on top of the 5 free picks, on top of the 5 flex Prizepicks cards. So you guys will get so many plays today, as long as you like and comment on the video. We know these videos can be outdated and stale, especially with Prizepicks posting new plays to the board 24/7. So I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the best overall plays for the slate throughout the day, regardless of the time. If you guys are new to Prizepicks, welcome. This whole channel is all about Prizepicks. Feel free to use code DGF on sign up for a 100% match up to $100. Prizepicks is a fantasy app where you simply hit the over or under of any certain fantasy projection or player prop. It really is that easy. And again, that is code DGF for 100% match up to $100. Coming in as my honorable mention for this Prizepicks board is going to be Royce O'Neal over 20 fantasy score. Yes, we're starting out with a fantasy score. This gets a confidence rating of a 6.5 out of 10. O'Neal averages 0.04 more fantasy points per minute with Bogdanovic off the floor. He also receives a 1.8% usage rate bump. And actually, the last time the Jazz played the Hornets, O'Neal had 27 fantasy points. Overall, this fantasy score is just way too soft, and I have him projected for 23.5 fantasy points tonight. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Jalen Brunson over 3.5 assists. This also gets a confidence rating of a 6.5 out of 10. Brunson has a 69% hit rate without Hardaway on the court this season. The Timberwolves also rank 27th in the league in assists allowed per game. They also rank 1st in pace. Right now, this prop is also showing an average of a minus 155 juice on major sports books. Tonight, I have Brunson projected for 4.29 assists. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Klay Thompson over 30 fantasy score. This gets a confidence rating of a 7 out of 10. Klay averages a team-high 1.07 fantasy points per minute without Steph on the floor. Klay's points, rebounds, and assists are set to 27.5, so obviously this fantasy score is mispriced. Atlanta ranks 22nd in points allowed and 24th in assists allowed. And I also have Klay projected for 34 fantasy points tonight. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Donovan Mitchell over 42 fantasy score. This also gets a confidence rating of a 7 out of 10. He has hit the over on this projection the past 4 out of 5 games. Mitchell also receives a 3% usage bump without Bogdanovic on the floor. He also averages 0.1 more fantasy points per minute. This is also a pace-up, close competitive matchup for Mitchell. Tonight, I have him projected for 46.1 fantasy points. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Donovan Mitchell again over 26.5 points. This again gets a confidence rating of a 7 out of 10. This line has an average of minus 135 juice on major sports books. Mitchell has an 83% hit rate without Bogdanovic in the lineup. Mitchell averages 0.16 more points per minute with Bogdanovic out of the lineup. He also averages an insane 36.1% usage rate with Bogdanovic off the floor. The Hornets also rank 28th in points allowed and 29th in 3 points allowed. They also rank 4th in terms of pace. Right now, I have Donovan Mitchell projected for 32 points. Before we move on to my overall favorite play for Prizepicks, I do want to mention that I do post premium picks to dgfantasy.com for only $5 a week or $10 a month, one of the best values in the entire industry. We post confidence ratings next to every single play. That way you can prioritize certain plays. You can ask me in the Discord which ones you can prioritize in terms of stacks and flex plays and power plays and all that good stuff. Again, you guys get all access to that for $5 a week and $10 a month. Coming in as my overall favorite play for this Prizepicks board is going to be Royce O'Neal over 4.5 rebounds. This gets a confidence rating of a 7.5 out of 10. O'Neal averages 0.03 more rebounds per minute with Bogdanovic off the floor. The Hornets also rank 29th in rebounds allowed, 29th in offensive rebounds allowed, and 28th in defensive rebounds allowed. They also rank 22nd in rebounding rate. The last time the Jazz played the Hornets, O'Neal had 13 rebounds. I have O'Neal projected for 6 rebounds tonight.